The Dodgers have signed the biggest Japanese phenom pitcher in the world right now, the best pitcher out on the market in baseball around the world. His name is Roki Sasaki. We've talked about him a lot here. He is the number one pitcher on the market and around the world. He comes from the NPB, the Chiba Marines. He is 23-year-old, as I said, Roki Sasaki. This is the biggest move the Dodgers have actually made. And we talked about Tommy Edman. We've talked about Teoscar Hernandez. We've talked about Blake Snell. We've talked about all those guys signing with the Dodgers, right? And Teo re-signing and Edman getting that extension. But what we haven't said is this right here is the biggest signing for the LA Dodgers. And I mean that. Now, this is exactly what I thought when I heard the news.
Oh my God!
That's exactly what I was like, ee! And you know what? Look, I don't feel bad for I feel bad for the Blue Jays. I mean, I get it. It's Toronto. A lot of players, it's just not a place they want to be. I don't feel bad for any Padre fans. I know they suffering
Emotional damage.
That's what they're suffering. And I love it. I love that the Padres are suffering
emotional damage.
I love it. It's so much fun. So let me go over the stats for Roki Sasaki. In the last 4 seasons in the NPB in Japan and with the Chiba Lotte Marines, he had a 2.02 ERA. He had 524 strikeouts. He had 91 walks. He had 414 and 2/3 innings of work. And in the last season, he had a 2.35 ERA. He had 18 starts, 129 strikeouts to 35 walks and 111 innings of work. That is absolute stardom. He throws at about 100.5 miles an hour to 102 miles per hour in velo. His fastball is absolutely crazy. His splitter is absolutely devastating. It is devastating. Okay. It drops 35 inches. Okay. That's how crazy this guy is. He is a Japanese phenom for a reason. Okay. And when I heard the news, this is also what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking, oh my God, this is awesome. This guy, he is now a part of a group that includes Blake Snell, Tyler Glasnow, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, and even if you just stick him there, wait, there's Shohei effing Ohtani if he comes out to pitch maybe in the second half of the season or later in the first half. And maybe that fifth guy, because they promised him a 6-man rotation, maybe that fifth guy is Clayton Kershaw. Maybe it's Tony Gonsolin. Maybe it's even Dustin May. Now, I have said I don't want Dustin May as a starter. I would rather him as a reliever. But maybe it's those guys right there. And this right here is the best the Dodgers are gonna do, really. I mean, look, I really wanted them to go get Garrett Crochet or Max Fried. That way it can really be stacked because, of course, the Dodgers, they have problems with their pitchers having a lot of elbow issues. But when you have some of the best pitchers on the planet, guess what they're going to do? The best pitchers on the planet are going to be throwing extremely hard, extremely fast, extreme velo, extreme spin, crazy rates, right? And it's going to hurt their elbows a little bit more. I think what the Dodgers can do more than any other team right now is, okay, if you have 6 men, you can have a starting for you. You can have a couple guys on, shortstops, right? Like not shortstop, but having a guy start on a short game, maybe on a Wednesday game when the next off day is a Thursday. It's an afternoon game. Maybe you put in, say, Dustin May, and maybe, you have him there, and then you can have Yamamoto or Snell or Glasnow or Roki Sasaki or Ohtani or maybe even Kershaw. If he can come back, he can try and get some wins. Either one of those 5 gentlemen come in and really start off a series, say a big series against the Padres, a big series against the Yankees, let's say a big series against, I don't know, Boston, right? Maybe a big series against the Phillies, okay? And you can have either one of those guys there. And now the question is, should Roki Sasaki start in the minor leagues, high A baseball like AAA? I don't know. You could start him there if maybe they got Garrett Crochet or even Max Fried or both. That would have been crazy. The Dodgers would have just owned baseball. If you would have gotten at least one of them, you could have said, hey, we're going to put Roki Sasaki in the minor leagues, let him develop from there, and then we'll put him in the major leagues. I don't think you do that if you're the Dodgers, because you want Roki Sasaki pitching in the major leagues because he didn't come out here to be in the minor leagues. No, he came out here so he could be in the major leagues. He's the best prospect on the planet. He's the best prospect on the market. He's the best pitcher around the world globally, period. Japan or otherwise, Dominican Republic, Mexico, South Korea, wherever the Dodgers can go. And he's not going to come here just to be in the minor leagues. It's just not going to happen, people. Okay. Now, look, he was between the Dodgers, the Padres, and the Blue Jays. And it makes me think, wow, Boston, New York Mets, New York Yankees, any of the big market teams, he wasn't any, right? Really? They weren't the top three? Okay. The Dodgers are the only real big market team. Look, before I make a Padres joke, this is what I think one of the reasons why he didn't pick them. The ownership. I'll go over the ownership, but they have a lot of problems with family infighting and Peter Seidler not being around, and they don't have a lot of guys on their roster. Dylan Cease is a free agent. Joe Musgrove is out with Tommy John surgery, like TJ. Like, it just doesn't make sense to go there, and the Padres have money problems. But this is what happened when the Padres tried swinging for Roki Sasaki. I mean, come on. You cannot not make that. You cannot do it. You can't not do it. Like, it's just funny. They struck out heavy. Now, look, they're going to take their other international signing pool money, and they're going to go and they're going to find other players. Here's the thing. The Dodgers, out of all these teams, out of the Dodgers, Padres, and Blue Jays, out of those three teams, the Dodgers were in a financial disadvantage for the first time this free agency season, right? They were in a financial disadvantage. Why? Because they only had about $5 million in signing pool money. Everyone else had about a $6, $7, even $8 million pool. Now, you could go get $2 million more, $3 million more, just in order to sign a big free agent if you wanted to. They can get up to 60% of their international free agent pool money, right? So the Dodgers could have gotten about $8 million. But for the Padres and the Blue Jays, they would have been at about $10 million. So this is not oh my God, the Dodgers were deferring money. Oh, this is so unfair. Oh, they offered them more money than anyone. That's why they got them. This is really what a salary cap looks like. Everyone's like, let's do a salary cap. All because of the Dodgers doing business. This is the way business works. The Dodgers, they were doing things where they were signing big players for big money. This time, they had a salary cap. They couldn't touch their own team resources. They were at a financial disadvantage, and people are still coming to the Dodgers. Sasaki still came to the Dodgers. So I don't really want to hear fans crying, bitching, whining, moaning, and complaining, because this is exactly what teams can do. And if your owners aren't doing it, that's not my fault. Okay? That's not the Dodgers' fault. Yankees fans crying about it when they were the ones when George Steinbrenner was doing it in the 90s and into the 2000s. Now, Hal Steinbrenner is an absolute idiot. He's a buffoon, dummy. But still, now, will Roki Sasaki be available on opening day? I'm not too sure. Again, this is a guy who he's still developing. He's never thrown an MLB ball before. It's a different hitter's game. It's a different pitching game. It's a different ball. It's a bigger ball, heavier ball. Unlike our friend Naim, he doesn't have balls. But anyway, we don't know what he's going to be like. We're going to get to see him in spring training, like we're going to see Blake Snell, like we're going to see Teo, like we're going to see Hyun Kim. Oh, by the way, they signed Hyun Kim. We're going to get to see that. It would be awesome if we could do a pairing like Glasnow, Ohtani, but he won't be available in Japan in the Tokyo game with the Cubs. It would be awesome to see like Glasnow and Yamamoto, or Snell, Sasaki in Tokyo, Japan for the 2 games against the Cubs. Who knows, right? But the point is, This guy is awesome. I am so absolutely effing excited. Roki Sasaki to the Dodgers. Ah, man, it doesn't get any better than this. The Dodgers are in for a repeat. It's very difficult to repeat, but they're going to have to defend their World Series championship. This is a good day to be a Dodger fan. I am absolutely excited, and we'll just have to see what the Dodgers do next time.